Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi Dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck! Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraqi Dinar news and intel today. Please take these information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. Before we dive into the full update breakdown, there are a few developments that are just too big to ignore. From rising reserves to coordinated messaging inside Iraq, from ongoing preparations for international integration to new chatter about how this exchange might actually roll out, it's clear something is building behind the scenes. And when you put all the pieces together, it starts to look less like random news and more like a carefully timed plan coming to life. So don't just skim through this. Make sure to watch until the very end. I'll be breaking down not only the top updates, but also giving you my final analysis on how this whole exchange process might actually roll out. And trust me, it's not what most people are expecting. If you miss this, you might miss the window everyone's been waiting for. From Intel Guru Mark's article, Iraq has made great progress in its path to the World Trade Organization. Iraq has completed the requirements for ascension as soon as they change the value. From Newshound, Intel Guru Mountain Goat, the RV will happen suddenly. First, an official CBI revaluation over the 1320, then another revaluation to just over $1. Then a time period to collect the 3-0 notes, as the dinar will be worth more than the dollar. I was told the rate must be just over $1 to incentive the citizens to bring in their hordes of stashed cash. From Newshound Guru Claire, article, Breaking. The State Department is preparing to order the departure of all non-essential personnel from the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad due to the potential for regional unrest, 2 U.S. officials said. From Newshound Guru Caparoni, article, the U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 do not travel alert to Iraq due to high-risk tensions and life-threatening risk, quote, citing heightened threats of terrorism, kidnapping, armed conflict, and widespread civil unrest. The advisory also highlights the severely limited capacity of the U.S. government to provide emergency assistance to American citizens in the region. Travel to Iraq at this time poses an extreme and potentially life-threatening risk. From Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram, this is breaking news reported by the New York Times. U.S. to reduce diplomatic presence in Iraq amid rising tensions. This move comes as tensions in the Middle East are rising, and talks between the U.S. and Iran over nuclear weapons appears to be going nowhere. We are deeply concerned about this latest announcement. Iraq is caught in the middle. Its government wants good relationships with both the United States and Iran, but that's becoming harder as the two countries drift further apart. Stay positive. This too will pass. From Intel Guru, already blessed. Are we still in a window or too much going on in the world? From Already Blessed. We are definitely still in a window. Our window is wide open. We have a lot to look forward to, and we are so close. From Intel Guru Frank 26. To digitize the Iraqi currency, in my opinion, is an example of ushering in the end times, a cashless society. From Intel Guru Bruce via Wiser Now, Our Iraqi spoke with contact in Iraq who spoke with and has been speaking with Alak of the Central Bank of Iraq. He said, we could and would start with the RV with notifications Friday or Saturday, with possible exchanges Saturday or very early next week. Everything is in place to begin for us. From Newshound, Intel Guru, FNU, LNU. Question. Inside Iraq, the deletion of zeros means a 25K note becomes a 25 note. Outside of Iraq, the 25K note will retain its face value. Would not the locals start traveling outside the country to exchange? What would prevent abuse of this system? It's real simple. First, they issue the new specie, zeros deleted, and require everyone to exchange their 3-0 notes within a short period of time, say a month. They are not a free country like we are. The government will tell them that after 30 days, their 3-0 notes will be worthless. Currency holders outside the country will then be told the RV has happened and they need to exchange their currency, and then that program will start. The rate will be exactly the same. Let's say it is $3. The guys with the new currency in the country will have a 25 dinar note that is worth $75 in USD. The rate outside the country will be $3, and the 25,000 dinar note will be exchanged for $75,000 USD. The rate is the same inside and outside the country, only the value of the currency will differ. The Iraqi will have a windfall, especially since that 25,000 dinar note is worth about $26 now. Happy. From Intel Guru Frank 26, the CBI is going around picking up a lot of the 3-0 notes right now out of the market. Then they're going to introduce it into a card. There is paper money, and then there is digital currency. And that is what the CBI market is going through right now. The rate of the paper, which is $13.10, and the digital card money have to match. From Newshound Guru Pimpy, what we're hoping for is they don't delete the zeros and they increase the exchange rate. There's nothing cut in stone. I want the same thing as you guys. Leave all those large zeros notes out there. Increase the Iraqi Dinar exchange rate. I prefer it be done that way. I never said it wasn't going to be done. I just said probability is not very good. Before ending with the last updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is incentive. Comment below if you think we are close to the revaluation or the reinstatement of the dinar. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Newshound Guru Militiaman. Just because they're in their 4th World Trade Organization meeting doesn't mean they have to have 20. If they're at this stage and they're answering all these technical questions, and with the Development Road project going through, I would say the WTO is chomping at the bit to get this thing done. From Newshound Guru Claire. Article. Preparations for the 4th meeting to join the World Trade Organization. Quote, legislation and laws must be passed that are consistent with the goals of the World Trade Organization, and there must be a suitable environment for foreign investment and freedom. And finally, the last update is from Intel Guru Frank 26 Iraq Boots on the Ground report. From Firefly. We see huge billboards all over the city, but they're not from the banks. They are from the government. It is from Sudani. His picture smiling at us. It tells us how much Sudani has done for us and to elect him again in the upcoming elections. It's even on TV, constantly. Now, to my final analysis. In my opinion, the latest wave of updates reveals a multi-layered but converging picture. Iraq is not just preparing for a currency shift. It is actively aligning policy, public sentiment, and institutional infrastructure to handle it. This is evident not just from the monetary side, but also from public communications, legislative moves, and macroeconomic readiness. Starting with the mounting foreign reserves reported by Guru Claire nearing $100 billion, this represents a massive monetary buffer. It tells us Iraq is financially prepared to stabilize any major rate adjustment. This is a critical prerequisite for an RV or RI, especially if Iraq intends to shock the market with a significant jump in value. Add to that Frank 26's Boots on the Ground report, where huge government-backed billboards and TV messages from Sudani are pushing national pride and citizen involvement. This feels like Iraq is preparing the public emotionally and mentally for something major, likely a currency reform. You don't roll out a media blitz like this unless you are laying the groundwork for a major shift in perception and policy. There is also clearer dialogue across multiple updates about how currency exchanges could play out for foreign holders versus Iraqi citizens. These discussions are important because they signal the endgame planning is real and becoming public-facing. Even if not all details are confirmed, it is no longer just if, but how and when. Now let's address the bigger theories, particularly Mountain Goat's multi-phase RV scenario, which suggests the CBI may first announce a revaluation slightly above $13.20, then later jump the rate to over $1, using that strong rate as motivation for citizens to bring in hoarded 3-0 notes. This is plausible in parts. A staged approach would help prevent inflation shocks, allow IMF supervision, and buy time for infrastructure upgrades. Using a $1 plus rate to drive cash into banks also aligns with CBI goals. But certain parts of this scenario are less likely. A delayed 3-0 note recall after a high dollar revaluation could open the door to fraud, smuggling, arbitrage, and market chaos. If Iraq follows historical precedents like Kuwait in 1991 or Germany post-World War II, they will execute the rate change and note replacement simultaneously or in rapid sequence, closing windows for manipulation. This is where FNU-LNU's theory also falls short. The idea that Iraqis will turn in 25K notes for only 25 new dinars, while foreign holders get the full 75,000 US dollars for the same note, assumes Iraq will allow a two-tiered arbitrage system, one that would cause smuggling and discredit their international monetary credibility. In real-world central banking, this does not hold water. The CBI is far more likely to manage both in-country redenomination and international exchange through controlled timelines, mirrored rates, and a well-communicated process. To go deeper, FNU-LNU's idea is deeply flawed and not how international currency systems operate. While it might sound logical on the surface, it collapses under real-world monetary policy. FNU-LNU suggests Iraq would delete the zeros only inside the country, forcing citizens to exchange their 25K notes for new 25 dinar notes worth the same, while outside Iraq, foreign holders could redeem their 25K notes at the full RV'd rate. This implies a dual system where citizens get redenominated value and investors get full revalued value. Here's why this is not going to happen. Dual value currencies violate international monetary law. There is no precedent where the same currency has different values inside and outside a country. That would result in black market runs, smuggling, lawsuits, and massive credibility loss. Redenomination happens globally. If Iraq deletes the zeros, all IQD notes worldwide are affected, not just those inside Iraq. The IMF, BIS, and SWIFT would not allow Iraq to implement this. Iraq is aligning with global financial standards. A dual-track model would result in losing IMF support, sanctions, and exclusion from global markets. Crucially, the likely sequence is RV or RI first, redenominate second. Revaluing or reinstating before any deletion of zeros lets Iraq establish a meaningful market price, create immediate confidence, and incentivize citizens to deposit large notes. Once value is recognized and liquidity is back under CBI control, a swift redenomination can simplify accounting without triggering chaos. Kuwait followed this RI playbook in 1991, except without redenomination, and it remains the safest path to prevent arbitrage while preserving domestic purchasing power. So what does that mean for you as a foreign investor? If you're holding 25,000 dinar notes purchased at $20 to $25 and Iraq revalues to $3, you could exchange them for $75,000, assuming the revaluation happens before the government deletes the 3 zeros from the currency. This sequence makes the most sense from both an economic and logistical standpoint. Revaluing first allows the central bank to honor the full face value of the notes currently in circulation, rewarding holders, especially foreign investors, without disrupting domestic price stability. It provides a window of opportunity for a windfall while giving Iraq time to transition into newer currency formats later, if needed. This is not unrealistic. Iraq's pre-2003 official rate was $3.22 per dinar, and returning to that level isn't speculative, it's based on historical precedent. That's why the correct term for this would be a reinstatement, not just a random revaluation. If Iraq follows a process similar to Kuwait, we can expect an official announcement from the CBI or IMF, a limited exchange window of 30 to 90 days, and exchanges handled through authorized banks or licensed currency dealers. Yes, investors can absolutely benefit in a simultaneous revaluation or reinstatement and redenomination, but only if they act within the exchange window while the full face value of their 25,000 note is still honored at the new rate. The bigger question people often ask is whether Iraqi citizens will also experience that same kind of windfall. The answer is no. Iraqi citizens will not see the same financial gain. Their salaries and prices will simply be adjusted to match the new rate. If a bottle of oil is 2,500 dinars today, it will become 2.5 dinars post-RV or RI. Their benefit is preserved purchasing power. The money they hold goes further, but they do not get rich overnight. This is a domestic monetary restructuring, not an investment return for them. In summary, we are witnessing a full spectrum alignment. Massive reserves, public financial education campaigns, increasing exchange clarity, and real structural reforms. The timing is close, and if the rate shift is handled correctly with a single or two-step increase followed swiftly by a coordinated redenomination, investors may finally see the windfall they have been holding out for. In my opinion, this is no longer hopium, it is the culmination of fiscal and monetary engineering. The path to reinstatement is visible, and Iraq is walking it. That's my final take. That's all for the latest updates on the Iraq dinar. What are your thoughts of all the articles or news coming from Iraq and opinions from these intel providers? Furthermore, we posted a breaking analysis the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I broke down how this development ties directly into the RV-RI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next one.